Hi everyone, it's Gloria Skyforce over here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, my last video was a bit of a mishap with dreams training. I really wanted to have a good first show experience, but turns out 100 jumpers isn't exactly his discipline, as you can see from my last video. But I still want Dream to have one discipline that he's good at, and I'm sure there is. So my instructor, we made a long list, but we narrowed it down to 3 disciplines that we think Dream would enjoy and excel at. We will be going to Silver Equestrian Center to try out Dream's long list of disciplines, and we will be going to Silver Equestrian as they have such a good assortment of easy to hard jumps that we would just want to start Dream off on the easy jumps instead of really big and hard ones here at Grovic Stables. So without further ado, let's go on into today's video. I've already let Dream settle here at Silver Equestrian Center for a couple of days as he is still green, so I never will know what he will do. But today is our first tryout day, which is cross country. And we chose cross country because he had shown so much talent jumping at the Hunter show. But then again, his energy had to be stored somewhere else, and cross country does call for a ton of energy. And of course, I got Dream a red saddle pad to match my red cross country jacket. And if you don't know, I love matchy sets. And there are my matchy leg wraps, which of course you guys probably knew was already coming. But then I bridled up and then I led Dream out to a bench, as even if my last video was a couple weeks before the tryouts for his discipline, everything changed a lot with how well and calm he was, but one thing that didn't change was that I still need a bench to get onto him. As soon as I got on, I wanted to make sure Dream was comfortable, as I did bring him to the cross-country course and every other place at Silver Equestrian a couple days ago, just so he would know his new environment, but he seems pretty calm around Silver Equestrian Center, and he seems to like it. And here's some clips of our warm-up. So you guys probably already know my warm-up from past videos, so I'll just leave the music and the clips. After warming up, I made my way to the easy cross-country course, and as I said before, the Silver Equestrian Center has separated the courses into like an easy, medium, and hard levels, so that all horses and riders can ride here, and I think that's a really smart idea. I've just taken a look at the cross-country course, and it seems fairly easy and fun, so I'm hoping for the best for Dream to enjoy, and here are our clips. Dream was fairly forward in all the jumps, and he seemed to enjoy the whole thing. I can really tell you that as he sped up almost every jump, which kind of made it hard for me to slow him down. A few jumps later, I decided that it was good for Dream for that day, as he was such a good boy, and I decided to end on that nice note. So here is a review of Gloria, which is also future Gloria in the video. But anyways, Dream was so good in the cross country and seemed to really enjoy it. So my instructor and I are currently debating if he should be a cross country course, or maybe he can be an event in the future, which we're not settling for, as we just wanted to focus on one main discipline. But that is a thought that we're keeping in our mind. The next discipline that you guys will be seeing is jumpers. Dream didn't like hunters as he didn't like being held back. He likes having a more of a fast round around a course, so we decided to try mountain jumpers, which you guys will see in the next clip. Dream is already pretty familiar with this riding arena and he loves it. Every time he enters, he's all so excited, so happy, and I'm really glad that he really likes this arena. And here are some sped up versions of our little warm-up. We then started on some warm-up jumps, which consisted on cross rails and trotting to them just to make sure that he was perfectly fine with the jumps, and we also did the vertical after this cross rail. After the warm-up jumps, we then moved on to an extended canter throw jumps, just for a little thrill of jumpers, and he enjoyed it so much. I could really tell it went the other way, which he was again such a good boy in. We then combined some jumps with the cross rail and the vertical at first, and Dream was so good in it. He sped up in the middle of the little line, but I was perfectly okay with that as this is jumpers after all. But I did circle him just to make sure he was under control. After that, we did a couple more courses and Dream had so much fun in them. You can really tell. But then again, I did the canter circle just to keep him under control. And then we did this little course again, which isn't really a course, but then we made this a course with the other two jumps that we just did. Dream did refuse this jump, but it wasn't his fault. I just didn't give him enough contact to tell him that he was jumping that, so it was really not his fault. But then we tried again, and he cleared it with such grace. Dream was so good after a ride, and I had to give him so many pats. And he was still full of energy, like this horse is full of so much energy. But then I dismounted and I let him out to give him a little bit of a cool off. So back to future Gloria, and I had to say that I was so proud of Dream during the jumpers. He definitely showed that he could really do jumpers really well. And that is another possible discipline for him to do, as he enjoyed it just as much as the cross country, but I think he enjoys it a little bit more as he doesn't like the open fields or cross country. He likes a bit more closure like the riding arena, but then again, he doesn't like hunters, so his likings and dislikings is a whole shebang of things. The next discipline is a bit of a wild one. My instructor decided to try Dream out in free jumping, as he might have a possible career in Liberty. We don't really know yet, as we set him on with rider disciplines at the moment, but maybe he has some talent in Liberty. We'll see. Even though we're trying to get Dream into Liberty, and free jumping isn't necessarily a Liberty performance, we just want to see him in with no rider on and doing something what he enjoys, which is jumping. So I took off his halter as soon as I got in the middle of the arena and I just started running. Dream was a bit confused at first, but then he quickly followed up with what I was trying to do, and he started cantering toward all the jumps that I was running through. Dream really enjoyed the free jumping, but I knew something was off as he didn't enjoy it as much as the ones with the rider on. I'm guessing he's just not the type of horse that wants to do liberty, but he does love free jumping as a little hobby. After free jumping, I quickly went up to my instructor after settling Dream and cooling him off, and we discussed what discipline Dream might be in. So we did settle it down to cross country or show jumping, as again, free jumping was more of a hobby for Dream. We were talking about how Dream might be more of a jumper horse, but we are still trying to settle it down as there are so many possibilities and we just want to train Dream in the right discipline. Well, as our discipline still remains undecided, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and feel free to comment down below which discipline you think Dream will be best in after all the context from the clips, the videos, and a bit of my background information. I definitely had so much fun trying out Dream in different disciplines and putting him in a new place, which was Silver Equestrian, and he loved that place. And I personally think Dream will probably be in jumpers. My instructor and I still have to talk about that, as cross country could be a good discipline for him too. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!